Hello, cosmic souls, and welcome back to my channel, Love and Light Vibration. It's me, Vency, and I'm here to share a couple things on choosing yourself and somewhat of the journey that you will experience when you start to choose yourself, including things like when you choose to stop people pleasing. So there are many versions of people pleasing, and I'm gonna go over two of them that I've had my own experiences with and I can share. So let's bring out our handy dandy flow chart over here. So the two forms that I'm gonna go over is the people pleaser that has a hard time saying no as one of them, and then the other one is being a certain way because you're worried about how others will think of you. And we're going to start with that one because that one is just a disaster because you're allowing people to get to know a inauthentic version of you, and it's not really yourself. So you're already starting to build a relationship off faulty ground, on sand. This building is gonna fall apart. So with part of that one, and I've had my own experiences with, I've had to also look at what does this stem from, that I'm afraid of how people will view me and my real self, and whether if I like to wear certain things or decide to have long hair or wear headbands, have stuffed animals. By the way, we have today we got my sleep paralysis bunny over there. His name's Pancakes. It's the dark one. And then his girlfriend, Sexy Sprinkles. Her name's Sprinkles. They have a role reversal thing going on. Pancakes is a little more divine feminine, and Sprinkles over there is more masculine. However, they both do carry both the energies. So it does work out, their relationship. And they're very independent. They're a healthy couple. As you can see, Pancakes over there is giving her some bunny ears. All right, so let's go back. Woo! Let's go. Let's bring it back. So why this is a recipe for disaster is because when people get to know an inauthentic version of yourself, and where that can stem from and why you're projecting this version is for a few things. I had to look at one, either like an abandonment wound. You're afraid that people will leave. And that also goes with the fear of maybe being alone. And you're never really truly alone. You have your guides, you have the universe. Everything's everywhere. And maybe the fear of, will you be accepted? I think social norms plays a role with this. In society, certain things are considered weird or not normal, just because the majority of the population isn't the same. And with this collective awakening, we're seeing a lot more people waking up to their consciousness and being more of themselves, and which is truly wonderful. So what I found to help with that part is letting go of the attachment to the outcome. Give yourself permission to be who you are, because this will then allow others to meet you, the real you. And you can build a relationship based off of that foundation. From the heart of who you are truly, these people are going to stick around because they accept you for who you are. And woo, that's so exciting. And that way you don't have to worry, are they going to stick around? Are they going to accept you? And you can have all your fun quirkiness and take enjoyment in your quirks. And that's what makes you unique. And what's what's great is the more you accept yourself, the more the universe will reflect that, and you will attract others who accept that of you too. And also that comes with others with other uniquenesses, which will also be exciting to see in your universe. So the other one is having a hard time saying no, especially, let's say, if you don't want to do something, if you don't want to go to a party, if you don't want to drive an hour to go see someone, but it's like their birthday or something, or you're busy doing something else and that's not where you want to put your energy, or you are feeling tired that day, or you don't have the energy to go help someone with something that they want, or you're doing something that's important to you and doing something that's like a passion, and you don't want to get up at this moment to go do something. So where does that one stem from? And that one will usually come from, am I worthy? Will they know that I'm loyal and that I care, or that I'll be there if I don't do this for them, if I don't show up, if I choose myself and not go do what is being asked of me, or where I'm being invited to? How will this reflect on our relationship? And that comes with the fear of, like, am I going to get invited to less parties or going out with them? Or what happens when I need help? Will they be there to help me because I'm choosing myself in this moment? So the solution to that, I found, is, well, again, it comes with authenticity, being yourself and choosing yourself in the present moment. And if you're surrounded by the right people, they're going to accept that of you, and they will be understanding. And sometimes you got to ask yourself, do I want to do this? Do I feel like doing it? Do I feel like it? Bringing up the doctor's handwriting again. And I'm not a doctor, just saying. So make aligned choices. And if others have a negative reaction to your decision, well, that's their shit, not yours. And that's a clear indicator of, are these people worthy of me? Are they worthy to stay in my life? Because it sounds like if I'm saying no to something that's going to drain me, and they're upset over that and they're not understanding, well, what are they, energy vampires? Are they here to drain me at literally? So it's okay to see that sometimes some people aren't going to be for your highest good. And a story that I will share briefly, and it's a vulnerable personal one. When I had roommates, at one point our heater broke, and I was in the middle of producing EDM music, and I was working on a melody, and I was like, I finally got in the groove, inspired action to it. It was just channeling through. I'm creating this awesome melody, and then I hear a knock on my door, and then I open the door, and then it's my roommate asking, hey, come help us with firewood, blah blah blah, like acting like there's like an emergency or something. And I'm like, well, I'm busy right now and I'm in my flow state. This doesn't sound like an emergency. The heater broke down. It was cold and snowy. The house is well warm. And there was still wood by the fireplace. This is like not an emergency that needs to happen right now. This can be done later. We kind of got into it a little bit, and I literally was like, she was upset that I was saying no. And then I literally had to say, like, this is authentic. The choice I'm making right now is authentic to me. And I do not want to help out at this moment, nor is this an emergency. So anyway, that person left, went off to go do the firewood thing. and I decided to go back to my melody. And then after that, I wasn't exactly as in alignment as I'd like, and I felt all of a sudden this need and this obligation to go help, and my people pleaser side kicked in. I was like, whoa, this feels weird, and I feel drawn to go help, and this obligation is now coming up. So I kept trying to work on my melody a little bit more, and then that need to go help kept building and building. So I did. I went outside because we had our other roommate who also just had like a surgery, and that roommate was gonna go help with the stuff. And when I got out there, it's covered in snow. Our stairs are frozen, like there's literally ice on them. And I'm thinking, well, this person just had surgery, and I'm gonna go ahead and clear off the ice because I got my stuff. They're over there by the wood, and I'm clearing it, kicking it off with my snowshoes, and like making a path. I'm like, I don't want this person to slip and fall. And it takes me like maybe like 7 minutes, maybe 5-7 minutes. There was a lot of ice. And I walk over there and I see them like chatting, and then the other roommate that just came to my door is like yelling. And I, like, as I'm walking closer, I hear the conversation, and it was just literally the first words was, yeah, and blah, blah, blah. If he doesn't, he'll never grow up. And like, they're literally talking about me, and I'm like, huh. And I decided to stay back, and I'm like, I don't think this conversation's for me. I don't think any part of this is for me. So I just kind of like go back a little bit more back to the stairs. And they come up, and they're both pissed. Like, they're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, I was gonna come help. Oh, and they're like, oh, it's too late. They're like, well, what have you been doing? And I'm like, well, I literally, for one, I just cleaned the stairs off for you so you don't trip and fall or slip, because I did slip down the stairs the other day. Like, it was extremely icy, and no matter how careful I was, I literally went straight down like a slip and slide. But it was like a icy slide. So, and they were like, that doesn't, and they literally replied to me, that's not helping at all. And I'm like, excuse me, like in my head. And I also like genuinely thought that that was going to help, and that was me being me. And I knew also while doing it, I'm like, well, they might get upset that I'm taking time to do this. However, I do feel that it's helpful, and I genuinely want to help more than just the firewood. And I was told this is no help at all. The most messed up thing, like, instead of accepting like, oh, thank you, thank you for doing this, thank you for going, and thinking about me in this way, instead it was like, you're not helping at all. And this is a genuine thing that I'm doing. It didn't go well. And that's when I started realizing in that moment, like, these people don't care about me or accepting me, as like I genuinely in my head was trying to help in my own way. This was not acceptable. They only wanted me when it was useful for them. And again, I don't have any obligation to this. I can wear a onesie all day and be warm. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Turns out they didn't have my best interest in hand. So another part to this is, because during this time I was becoming more authentically myself and making choices based on what I wanted and how I felt at the moment. When I started saying no, I was a problem all of a sudden. Just because I said no, I'm not going to put my energy here, I became a problem. And that's how I knew, like, these friendships aren't going to be working out, or this isn't working out. So part of when you start stepping into your power and your authenticity, some of the things that you will experience as you raise your vibration is the matrix is going to go ahead and shoot its shot. And there's a metaphor called crabs in a bucket. When you have a bunch of crabs in a bucket and one of them tries to like climb out, crabby like. All the other crabs are gonna grab that crab and try to bring it down and pull that crab down back into the bucket. Inevitably, all experiencing the same demise. So when you ask the universe or your spirit guides to remove what no longer serves you, also ask them for the strength to endure what leaves you so it can leave gracefully. Because you might see people you think are your friends or that care about you all of a sudden act differently, and they're not aligned to your frequency. Keep doing your work. Keep doing what you're doing. You're on the right path. Keep doing that. Anything that's not aligned with you, that's built on shaky ground, that's built on sand, is going to collapse. So prepare yourself to experience this and gracefully let it go, because it's a blessing. This also now shows you what you don't want in your life and what types of people you do want to have in your life. So going back to it, say no if this is not what you want to do, or if it's not in alignment for you to go do it at the moment or go help. Say no. Allow yourself to say no. Allow yourself to choose yourself. And be a certain way, it's because it's who you are. Allow people to get to know a version of you, the real you, so they can choose to want to be around you, and you won't ever have to fear of them wanting to leave or let go, or that you're not enough, or are you worthy enough of their friendship. This is what I found that helped me in identifying the type of people I want in my life, and it helped me also stop people pleasing, because now I choose who I am and how I want to be, and anybody else is either going to line up and show up to be in my life or not, and I'm okay with that. And it's not like I don't help people when they need help. Of course, I love helping people, but when it's this like pressure, it's expected of me because it's how I taught people how to treat me. And when I started being different and choosing myself in that whole time frame, they were so used to receiving energy from me that when they were getting cut off, I became a problem. So you might find yourself becoming a problem to people you start saying no to. And it's okay. It's okay. We can let that go and forgive them, because people are always acting at the highest level of consciousness that they're at. And again, that's their shit, not yours. How they respond is a reflection of them and how they're perceiving you to be this old version of yourself, and they're trying to hang on and cling on to you, and they're not accepting that you're evolving and growing. And if you find yourself a situation where you're choosing not to be a people pleaser anymore, and the people around you are accepting of it, then yay, you have the right people around you to support you. So just be prepared that maybe you might lose some people in your life once you start shifting. So be who you are. Stop being a people pleaser. Get rid of the attachment to the outcome, and allow those who want to stay, let them stay. If they want to go, let them go. Let them choose, and you're ready to rock. You're ready for the new chapter, and the more you let go of things that don't longer serve you, you're opening up space for things that will come and serve you in a more deep and meaningful way. All right, so that's all I got for today. I did have a synchronicity that I will share. This time I'll have to edit it out, edit it into the video. I did a meditation earlier, and then this car alarm went off right when I finished my meditation. And then I'm like, oh, okay, little sign. And then this bird started mimicking the car alarm the exact same way. And I'm like, oh, that's so funny. Yeah, and if you like anything you heard in this video, like and subscribe. I will be making more content, and I'm